gonna set off. Ryan's picking up the anchor and I'm at the helm. Today we are just going down the coast to Cefalù, I guess. If you were to pronounce it in English, you'd call it Cefalù or something like that. It's 36 nautical miles from the anchorage from last night, and it's meant to be a really lovely town. My mum really recommended it and everyone seems to love it, so we're quite excited to go there, and we set off early so that we can hopefully go to shore tonight and test out a gelato brioche, which is like a croissant with ice cream in it, and that's a typical Sicilian thing, and as an Italian I've never tried it, so I'm really excited about that. Uh-oh. Looks like we've got some chafe on, this is the Genoa Furla. I have to report back to Ryan about that. It's a good job I like to sit on the bowsprit. So I guess we are going to save up for a new furling line. Want them scrambled? So I just discovered all of our eggs are expiring tomorrow. I just completely forgot to check on them with the passage and everything else. So we're having 3 eggs each for breakfast, and then I'm keeping 2 for tonight. The worst ever fried eggs ever made. I think it was a bit ambitious to go for fried eggs. They were all 3 moving about in the pan so much, and obviously they broke. But we've got crusty bread to wipe them up.
Take my hand, just follow me. Shadowing me, I won. Oh, oh, the sky is on fire. The lake has turned to a golden sun. Oh, oh, I'll never get tired. Just wanna dance, just wanna run.
Well, the cruising chute is ready to go there on deck. That there's so far no chance of raising it. If you wonder why a lot of sailors and people running sailing channels, they don't really give you a clear idea of their sailing plans, is because we've literally got no idea. Like this summer we have this idea of going to Greece, and we're doing our really doing our very best to get there on time, and there's added pressure because there's this new cruising tax that basically is paid by calendar month. So whether you get there on the 1st or the 28th of the month, you're paying full price for that month. which means that we want to get there within the next 10 days and it's not possible. So yeah, there's a lot of factors. There's the wind, which especially in places like the Med, it's very unreliable, so you've got no idea how far you'll get in a month. It could be double the distance that you planned, or it could be a third of it. Absolutely no idea until you see the forecast week by week. And as well, the more you travel, the more you test your boat, the more your plans change. We're talking about going to the Caribbean, we're talking about spending another season in the Med, we're talking about going out of the water and doing a lot of jobs on the hard, on Skua. We're talking about wintering in Portugal, we're talking about all sorts of things. In summary, we have no idea what we're doing and we just don't want to put ourselves under pressure anymore. When we were so sure that we were going to go to the Caribbean in the winter, we didn't realize how much pressure we put on ourselves, and then the season started and the wind isn't good enough to do what we want to do. I guess if we had shared our plans with you at the beginning of the season, everyone would be like looking forward to us going to the Caribbean, and then suddenly we're not going anymore, and what is wrong with these people? But yeah, so there's so many things that influence what's going to happen in your sailing schedule, and they are so impossible to predict, especially in the Med where the wind is all over the place. Changing plans constantly was one of the things I really struggled with when we moved on to a sailboat. I like to know what I'm doing with my week and weekend. That's how I used to be. And now we change our mind about what to do in terms of sailing plans and where we're going to live for the next year or whatever, 5 months, every few days. Sometimes we run through 6 different options in one day. So that's something that if you plan to go cruising, you'll have to get used to. Unless you're ready to do whatever it takes, if you're ready to motor all the way through the Med, if you're ready to go out in gale and, you know, just do anything to make your dates and make your plans work, then yeah, that's fine. But if you work and vlog and don't want to break your boat and don't want to motor and you're on a budget, then yeah, you've got to be very, very flexible.
Time has been so hard on us, my friend. Sun goes down, but we get back again. Trouble is a silly thing, it always ends up breaking in, but everything still works out in the end. No matter what they call it, no matter what they want it, they don't know there's no way they'll ever get it. Wind just blows, but we keep on standing. They call it whatever that we want it. Don't you know there's no way they'll ever get it? Wind just blows, but we keep on standing, standing.
We're here! Wow, looks pretty stunning.
What do you think of Cefalù?
It's really nice, really historical, typical Italian, small streets, coloured houses, washing hanging off the balconies. Yeah, it's great. It's really nice. It's actually really nice being off the boat, isn't it?
Yeah, I think 5 days maybe since we've been off the boat.
Well, yeah. So we just bought brioche with ice cream. It's called brioche congelato, and it's very typical of Sicily, and I've never had it before and I'm really excited. What did you get it with?
Pistachio. It's really good ice cream. I don't know, I'm not sure yet what the brioche brings to the table.
Oh no, it's not good.
No, it's fine. I'm not really sure how to eat it.
I think
like
people,
munching it like a burger.
yeah, once you've eaten like a big chunk of your ice cream, then you just eat it like a burger.
I'll get back to you on that.
I got it with tiramisu. Yeah, you just call it tiramisu in English,
Yeah.
and hazelnut.
What is it down here?
This is the river going into the sea, I think. It's cool though.
See that rock? How was your trip to shore?
It was great. It was one of the best ones we've had this year. Maybe even last year, really.
The characterful little town, right?
Very, very charming, full of character, and it was just great having the time to take a couple of hours and walk on shore rather than being in a rush or thinking, oh goodness, like if the dinghy's still on the beach and everything else, because we could lock it up to this I guess mini town quay wall is what you'd call it.
And we didn't
And-
really have to get loads of food either. It wasn't
No.
like a provisioning trip.
No, exactly. Like usually we go to shore to buy food and stock up on whatever, like fuel or water. Whilst this time it was just like, let's explore this lovely place, and picked up a couple of things on the way back, but it was just optional, and that was great. Now I'm gonna use up my last 2 expiring eggs and my almost gone off veggies, and I'm gonna make a rice stir fry. Thanks for watching. Do you enjoy our videos? Then consider supporting our production on Patreon to get access to more of our content. Join us next time as we make our way to some stunning volcanic islands.
Pretty unreal.